Hey everybody, it's your favorite author, the author of Dangerous Theologies. It's Dr. A.C. Tullis, also known as Cleo, sitting here in my favorite hoodie with my Christmas tree behind me. 'Tis the season. I hope everybody's having a great holiday. I just wanted to share a little something that I wrote in my book that I think applies to all of us who are going through season of grief right now during the holidays. As Pastor Drumright would say, everybody's holidays are not always holly and jolly. And so as those of us who are dealing with grief go through this holiday season, we may be wondering, does God answer our prayers? Why is our loved one on the other side and we're left here grieving their missing presence? And so I want to read an excerpt from my book. Is from the section that says, When God Says No. And it says, one of the hardest lessons for me to learn as a child was that by saying no to me, my parents weren't showing me that they truly didn't love me. They were showing me that they did love me. As a child, that made no sense to me. How can you say no to me if you really love me? I thought love meant giving me whatever I wanted whenever I wanted it. I also thought that I could treat my parents the way I wanted to treat my friends. I quickly learned that was not the case. If you had parents like mine, old school black parents, then I'm sure you've heard them say something like, I'm your mother or father, not your friend. While they loved me, at times, their love was a little rough. My parents were wise enough to make sure that I knew the distinct difference between those who truly loved me and those who didn't, as well as the distinct difference between my parents and other authority figures, my friends and my playmates. Much like our parents, God deals with his spiritual children in the same way. God is not our playmate, nor is God in any way our equal. God does not desire to give his children more than they can handle or something that ultimately will hurt them. Because they were not ready for it. So whenever God says no, we can always be sure that it's out of love and out of our absolute best interests. In other words, if you prayed for your loved one to still be here and for whatever reason God said no to that prayer, please believe that it was not to hurt you, but it was in the best interest of your loved one. I also talk about secret conversations. There are times when, especially when our loved ones are sick, like my parents were, that they pray to go to the other place. They pray to go to the place where there's no more pain, no more crying, no more tears, no more sorrow, no more suffering, no more evil, no more fatigue, no more doctors and nurses poking needles and prodding you in places you don't want to talk about. And so we have to honor those secret conversations. We have to honor those secret prayers to be set free. And while we're honoring those prayers, we can also honor their memories, even in seasons like this when everybody is holly and jolly and we're not really feeling it. Let's try to remember that God's no was their yes. And for that matter, we have a reason to rejoice and be happy because God said yes to them. All right, if you want more information on my book, you can go to truevinepublishing.org. You can purchase the book there, read the synopsis. You can also look at it on my Facebook page. I am Dr. A.C. Tullis, and I'm wishing everybody a wonderful holiday season. And I'll be on here for more later on. Bye.